So we're going to talk fasting here today. So I'm going to go through a couple different types of fasting that you can do. I'm going to describe what fasting is and kind of what the type of fast that I like to do is. So really fasting is pretty simple. It's to abstain from eating. So I'm not going to eat or drink for a specific period of time. It doesn't mean that you're starving yourself. This is not a deprivation type of thing, but it is fasting from something. Some people fast from electronics and all types of other things, but we're going to talk about food fast. It's very, very beneficial for you. When you fast, you give your body time to rest. Because what are you constantly doing all day long is you're eating. You're constantly eating. Your body doesn't have time to rest. It doesn't have time to get rid of the old cells to make sure that new healthy cells are being produced. So fasting for short windows and can be so beneficial for your immune system to help you lose weight, to help you detoxify, help you decrease your hunger hormones, just balance out all of your hormones, balance out insulin sensitivity. There's so many different things. Some of the research shows that it'll increase growth hormone by 300%. That's a good thing. Okay, we want growth hormone to go up. When that goes up, what happens? You burn through fat, you get healthier, you have more energy. It's a good hormone that you want to go up, okay? And then also too, you can decrease your cortisol level when you're not eating all the time because you're not adding a lot of extra stress to the body and having to assimilate a bunch of food. So a couple different types of fast. You have your Daniel fast. So in a lot of religious circles, we all, you've heard about this one. It's a 21-day fast. Typically people will do it at the first of the year based on the book of Daniel. And really what this one is a vegan diet. So really you're vegan for 21 days. What that's going to eliminate is it's going to eliminate meat, dairy, and grains, meat, dairy, and most grains, okay? And coffee, alcohol, juice, all of those things are eliminated. So really you're left with fruits and vegetables. Here's another thing. You could take this to a raw, if you want to take it, that's what I would push you to do. Is you really want to push yourself, do raw fruits and vegetables for 21 days at the first of the year. That would be a really good fast right there. So I thought about doing that last year. I didn't have the guts to do it, but we're already vegetarian, but to eat everything raw, oh my gosh, that's so hard. I don't think a raw vegan diet is the answer for long term, but to stimulate health in your body for the short term, I think is a really, really good solution for your gut and for everything else to jumpstart you. Second kind of fast is intermittent fasting, okay? And I want to let you know, everyone has done a form of intermittent fasting. If you've ever gone to sleep and you haven't eaten during the middle of the night, you've intermittent fasted, okay? That's what breakfast means. Breakfast means to break the fast, okay? So when we get up, we break the fast with breakfast. So what intermittent fasting says is that I'm going to only eat for a 6 to 8 hour window, okay? So when I intermittent fast, this is where a lot of the research shows the same things I just mentioned. Weight loss, increased hormone activity, hormones balancing out, increased insulin gets to a better spot, ghrelin hormone gets to a better spot, okay? You burn through more fat. These are good things to happen. So if I'm intermittent fasting, I'm gonna eat for that 6 to 8 hour window. So really the easiest thing to do is just skip breakfast. So if I skip breakfast, now I eat lunch at 12, I can eat dinner at 6, so I'm eating from this 12 to 6 hour window. Okay, so that's really what you would do in an intermittent fast. Pretty simple, right? So for about 18 hours of the day, we're not eating. For 6 hours of the day, we are eating, okay? So the third option, so we have the Daniel fast, we have intermittent fasting. The third option is what I like to do. And one of the reasons I don't like to intermittent fast is because I work out in the mornings. And I'm typically lifting weights and then I also enjoy eating dinner. So just intermittent fasting doesn't always work for me. Also to realize with intermittent fasting, it's not always the same for men and women. Some women, we've had a lot of patients that have, especially women that have said, I don't do good with intermittent fasting. Like I don't feel good. I'm actually gaining weight. So listen to your body. It's not for everybody. The women's body is a little bit different than the man's because women are constantly menstruating. Their bodies are meant to reproduce. So sometimes they go with calorie restriction and stuff. It's a little bit harder for women where men can typically intermittent fast and go for longer periods of fasting without it really bothering them. So the third type of fast that I like to do is this is a 24 to 72 hour fast. And this means that you just eat absolutely nothing for 1 to 3 days. And this is, if you really want to jumpstart your immune system, this is what I'd recommend you do. If you're going to start like a ketogenic diet and you really want to get yourself into ketosis, jumpstart it with a fast. So the one way to do this is to have no food, like just water, maybe some ginger tea, some turmeric tea, some green teas. So like water and tea, you could have that for 24 hours, okay? Or you could take that to 3 days. If you take it much past 3 days, I just really wouldn't recommend that. I would say just 1 to 3 days. This will jumpstart your weight loss too, if that's something you're wanting to do. So what I like to do is I do a 24-hour fast. So I fast from, I will eat dinner on Saturday night, and then I'll eat dinner again on Sunday night. So for me, it's from Saturday night all the way around to Sunday night. And it's pretty easy. Like this is not like super hard for me. I could probably take it longer. And that day when I'm fasting, like yesterday I did it. Today's Monday. I did it yesterday. I still ran 3 miles. I did ozone sauna for 20 minutes. I did a coffee enema. I drank a lot of water that day. I wasn't like totally wiped out. I actually, by the end of the day, I was hungry and I wanted to eat, but I felt like I had a lot of energy. And I try to do that every single Sunday. And I've worked my way up. I used to just skip breakfast. Now I skip breakfast and lunch and then just eat dinner. So another way you can do this, and here's how I do it. If I'm going to take it more than one day, I'm going to now incorporate juice. So I'm going to do like fresh pressed juice. And by that, I mean like we're making our own juice. I like to do a base of carrots, celery, cucumber, and beets. That's my base that I like to do. But you can get fancy, you can do greens and a whole bunch of other things in there. So, and some people don't want to do carrots because they have a really high sugar content, but you also have to realize they're one of the most anti-cancer promoting foods that you can eat. So carrots are really, really important. The Gerson therapy has used carrots for years and years. So if you haven't ever fasted, try it out 1 to 3 days. What I like to do is a 24-hour fast every Sunday. So pick whatever works for you. If anything, try intermittent fasting, just skipping breakfast. Help lose weight, help detoxify, help get your hormones in balance, increase growth hormone by up to 300%. It's so worth it, and you just can play with it, toy with it, find something that works for you. Hope that helps.